Hey everybody, it's finally time to get into my Q&A. I know I promised that this would be out last week and I know I'm a week late, but I've just been so busy this week with Smash and other things, but I'm getting it out now. And from now on, I should be putting out one video a week. I'm going to try to do that, but it might not happen every week, but for the most part, I'm going to be doing one video a week from this point on. And the track that you guys voted that I should drive 100 laps on is Yoshi Valley, so that's what you got. And it took me a while, so I hope you enjoy it, even though I'll be speeding up to like 10 times speed or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get into the Q&A. So the first question I received was, how did you get into Mario Kart? And the first Mario Kart game I owned was Mario Kart DS, and I just loved that game. I spent so much time playing it when I was a kid, and it was just like I wanted to unlock all the characters and all the cars, and I felt so accomplished once I had finally done that. And then Mario Kart Wii came out, and I liked that game possibly even more, I'm not sure. But like I just enjoyed really learning all the shortcuts and unlocking all the characters in that game. So just like I've always had sort of a Mario Kart game that I've been playing, whether it was Mario Kart DS back like a long time ago or Mario Kart Wii or now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's just I've always liked the Mario Kart series. Another question I received was, do I play any games besides Nintendo games? And for the most part, I'm going to have to say no for that. I just prefer Nintendo games to other games. Not that the other games aren't good, like that new Spider-Man game looks really good, and Red Dead Redemption 2 also looks really fun, but for the most part I stick to Nintendo, unless it comes to indie games, in which I like Hollow Knight and Celeste a lot. Shovel Knight is also really fun, but overall I mostly play Nintendo games. Okay, let's see. Would I be interested in making a community Discord? Well, the short answer is yes, but also I wouldn't want to do it quite yet. I don't have that many fans right now. I just reached 1,000 subscribers, and that is a lot for me, but I want to get to a point where there will be a lot of interest around that. I mean, you can let me know if that's something you all would be interested in, but for the most part, I do want to do that, but probably not yet. Let's see, what editing software do I use? I use Adobe Premiere. What is my favorite Mario Kart game? Okay, that's a tough question because I like all of the Mario Kart games. Some are obviously better than others, but I feel like you can have fun playing any of them as long as you're playing with friends or something like that. But I definitely have a top 3 favorite Mario Karts, and those are Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's really hard to pick from one of those. Mario Kart DS was my first Mario Kart game, as I mentioned earlier, and I just really like all the karts and mechanics in that game. The courses were really fun too. Mario Kart Wii, it's like very different from every other Mario Kart, but I really like it for that, and I feel like the competitive Mario Kart Wii scene, the fact that it still exists is like really cool. I don't play it as much as like Mario Kart 8, but I still really like Mario Kart Wii. And Mario Kart 8, I just feel like is the most polished Mario Kart game. I feel like I've played it the most of all the Mario Karts. I could be wrong about that, but right now it's my favorite, I would say, but it's very close between my top 3. Okay, let's see. The next question is, could you do something like playing Smash Bros. With subscribers or playing Mario Kart with subscribers? Just any multiplayer game in general. So basically, I am going to start Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Tournament. That's an option that they have. I don't know, like you can open it, and I'll probably do that on stream if I'm playing Mario Kart. And Smash Bros. Maybe not yet, but eventually I'll probably start doing that. But I'll definitely do Mario Kart with subscribers on a stream someday. Also, speaking of live streams, I said I was going to do them, and I still am, but I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, so don't expect it to be like next week or anything, but probably somewhat soon I should be starting that. Which world records do you hold in Mario Kart? Okay, so I don't actually have any world records in Mario Kart. I've gotten close on some time trials, like the closest I've ever gotten was like a second off, which is still pretty good, but like I've never actually had a world record. I technically did. At one point, it was like a very specific category on speedrun.com. You can look it up if you want. I never uploaded it though, so like it's not actually going to be there, but it was a lightning cup speedrun, just the lightning cup, and then it was no items, which is even more specific than lightning cup, and then it's not a world record unless you count only the cartridge games, because if you own a digital version, then Mario Kart runs a little faster on that, like the loading screens are shorter, so it actually does make a difference. So in that very specific category, I did have a world record, but there was only one other person in that category, so I don't know if that really counts. I don't really think it does, because I'm sure people have done better than me, but they just don't know about the category because it's so specific. So I really don't have a world record. How did I get into YouTube and gaming in general? Well, for gaming, my first gaming console was the Game Boy Advance SP, and I had Super Mario World on that. I never beat Super Mario World on it, but I definitely enjoyed playing it a lot. And then I got Mario Kart DS on the DS, and I also had Super Mario 64, and those games really like got me interested in it. So then when the Wii came out, I really wanted to play Super Mario Galaxy and Mario Kart Wii, and then I started getting into Zelda games. It all just sort of started from playing Super Mario World on the Game Boy Advance. Also, how did I get into YouTube? Well, I've always been a fan of like YouTube. I think it's great that like so many people can just make whatever they want, and a lot of it is really interesting, I think, especially like because I've always like watched Mario Kart stuff on YouTube, and I've always seen people do stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool, but I never saw like I thought I had the idea to make a video about the best combination in Mario Kart 8 because I knew a lot about that, and I figured that I could put together like a tier list and a well-organized video about it. That wasn't my first video, but it was the first video that I had an idea for, and it made me kind of want to make a YouTube channel. I had also never seen another YouTuber make a video like it, so I really wanted to be the one to put that information out there. I just felt like I had a lot of information to put out there because I knew so much about Mario Kart. I mean, I made some videos about other video games as well, but I mainly wanted to focus on Mario Kart, and I still am going to focus on that, but it was mainly just had to do with me wanting to like let other people know all this cool stuff I had found out about Mario Kart. What are your other favorite games that you plan on making videos and streams on? So my favorite game of all time, I would have to say, is Breath of the Wild. I know I already mentioned that in my last video, but some other games I might be interested in making content for, I would probably say, like, probably more Mario Odyssey, because that game has a lot of stuff you can do it in it, and maybe Mario Galaxy too, because that's my favorite Mario game. I would probably maybe do some Mario Maker or something like that. I also might want to do some other Zelda games, like maybe Majora's Mask or Wind Waker, if I wanted to do a speedrun of those. I'm definitely thinking about doing other Mario Kart games, probably like Mario Kart Wii, maybe Mario Kart 64 or DS. I don't know, I'm probably going to do a video on at least all of the Mario Kart games. Not the arcade ones, but all like the main series Mario Kart games I'll eventually do a video of some sort on. Probably definitely gonna do Smash Bros stuff. That's really all I can think of right now, but like if a good new game comes out at some point, then I might just want to make a video on it. That's what I would thought I was gonna do when I started my channel, and that didn't really work out, but now I feel like I can just sort of talk about a game, and I feel like that will work, or maybe do a review sort of thing, or maybe just me playing the game. I don't know, but that's what those are the ideas that I had. The dumbest thing I used to believe in video games, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but at one point I did believe that you could unlock Waluigi in Super Mario 64 DS, because if you don't know, in that game they had Mario, Luigi, and Wario playable. So, and then there was this fourth door that was just white, and it looked like a perfect spot for Waluigi. And I saw this thing on the internet that came out like a long time ago, and it said like Waluigi can be unlocked in Super Mario 64, and you had to do all this weird stuff. So I tried for hours just doing random stuff trying to unlock Waluigi, and it never worked until I realized that, wait, maybe that thing that I saw on the internet wasn't true. And I believed that for so long, but eventually I did figure it out. So I'd have to say that's probably the dumbest thing I ever believed, and I honestly can't believe I believed that in the first place. Okay, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks to everyone who left a comment. If I didn't answer your comment, then I guess I didn't see it, but I feel like I got them all. So anyway, thanks for 1,000 subscribers, and look out for a new video next week at this time. See you later.